Hello everyone, my name is Mary Lou and I'm Stampin Up Demonstrator in Australia. And for today video, I thought I'd use the Dandelion Wishes. This is a beautiful stamp set and it's going to be carried over into the new year, which I'm very happy about that. So for today's card, show you the card that we're going to be making. We're going to be making this card, and it's a very simple card, and I'm using the technique parsley sponge with the little template. Okay, so I'll make it in different colors, and so to get started, I also will be using the sweet silhouette dies. I'll be using this one to make the dandelion, and also too I'm using the rectangle stitch family to cut, and I'm using the second largest, starting from that's the largest, so the second largest, to cut the pieces. All right, so let's get started. To do this card, we need to have a base. Okay, the base card, now I've got my measurements in here, 5 7/8 by 8 1/4, and we fold that in half. Fold that in half. Use the bone folder, make sure it's nice and crisp. Right, then we need a white piece, which is I cut it with the second largest stitch that I showed you before. But if you don't have that, you can cut a piece of whisper white that is 3 3/8 by 4 3/4. And then you need a piece of color cardstock. I'm using Highland Heather for this project, and this one is 3 1/2 by 4 7/8. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm gonna stamp the base to make it like a bit more texture. So I'm using this one, this particular piece over here, and I'm going to stamp in black. Because this is very big, I find that it's easier if you put it down and just stamp on it like that. Actually, no, I may use, sorry about that, I may use this one because it covers a bigger area. I may use this one here because it will cover a bigger area. So you just stamp and randling everywhere, all around the card. Simple like that, but this will give a nice effect when you put that piece on top. And don't worry about all these lines and stamps like that, because when you put that piece on top, as you can see here, you won't see that, but it will give a nice texture to the card. Right, so then we get you this piece, see, and we can glue that in there now. So our base is ready, so we can put this aside. Then we're gonna work on this piece. Okay, to create this piece, you need to have yourself a little template. When you're making a template like this, I always make it the same size as the card below. This way, you'll know that it's gonna be right in the center. And then what I did is I used one of the stitch and I cut it, but if you don't have, you just cut it with the scissors or with a ruler and a sterling knife and make yourself a frame. Then I put the frame, I put some more tape on the back so it doesn't move. If you don't have repositional tape, you can just use ordinary double-sided tape. I just get a little piece to show you, and you just put it there and then take off the backing, and then you touch it with your finger so it's not less tacky, and then it won't rip your paper. All right, so now we're just going to position this just even to a card, just like that. Then we're gonna get, now this is a good tip. This is just laminated piece of from the what's it called, reposition, but you can just use any paper that you have in laminated. But if you don't have a laminated, just a piece of plastic, I find when you do this technique is very, very good. Normally when you have a sponge and you're sponging, for some people they find that it doesn't come smooth enough. I found that if you have a plastic surface, what you do, you load your sponge and then you put it on the plastic and you rub the color into the plastic. And what's happening is you blending that color, that extra color into here. And then you go into your cardstock. So you put it here, put it in here, and then you go around, just like that. I always start in the corner and I go to the edge. Because I want this corner to be the darkest. And that's it. Then you remove this and you end up with partially okay. Now we're gonna stamp the image. So now we're going to use this one. Remove that, put that aside. And we're gonna get the black ink. And I'm using Memento black. We load the stamp. And we're going to stamp right here. And with this technique, it's nice when you're stamping that part of the stamp is inside the color and part is coming out of the color. So then it looks very pretty like that. Okay, now as you can see over here, this is long, but it's, so what I did is I just used black liner and I just extended it. Okay, just like that. And then what we're going to do is with this one, the Sweet Silhouette dies, it have a beautiful dandelion over here. So what I'm going to do is you cut it with a piece of white and you on the big shot, and I'll do that and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back and I cut two. There's one and the other one. All right, I'll put this one back so we don't lose that piece. So you have two of those. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to glue this one just here like that. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue in the middle and just on here. All right, get my tweezers and I'm going to put it right here, a bit lower, just here, like that, just like that. Okay, and then this one we're just going to glue it in the middle, and we're going to cut this off because we only just want top of the flower. Put on top of the other one, offset a little bit. There we go. On the center, we're gonna be using the glitter enamel dots. Now these ones are gonna retire. I really love these dots. They're so beautiful. Here we go. Beautiful. Love it. So that's that. And now we're going to do a little bit of stamping in here, the sentiment. So again, I will use my Memento. Sending well wishes your way. Make sure that I'm in front so you can see. Wait for a few seconds. Okay, and that's done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to glue that on top of our pebble. Super quick, super simple, but this technique gives the cards a real wow factor. Now I'm going to make a little bow, and I'll be using the Whisper White little tool with the dots, and this is also carrying over to the next in the new book, which I'm very happy because I love this. It's super soft and it's so elegant, so easy to tie. So make a little bow. You'll get a couple of glue dots. I think I used two. And we're gonna just put it over here, just like that, in the middle. Cut this a little bit, it's a bit too long. And because it's the tulle, you can still see, and it makes it look very soft. For the inside of the card, I like to decorate the inside of the card all the time. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the stamp that we use for the base. Let me clean it. And we use the Highland Heather. And I'm going to be using it in the envelope as well. So what I do is I stamp on the envelope first, and then I'll stamp in here. So then I get a very soft image for the inside. This way, if you want to write, you can write on top and it won't be too busy. So now we put a little bit of type on the back. Just like that. Take the backing and we glue this on the inside of the card like that. So then you have your envelope to match and the card, and this is the one that I done before with Bermuda Bay, and also I have made that one with apple granny green, I think it's called, isn't it? Granny apple green. So you can make this simple card like that in all different colors, and it will be beautiful if you want to give it as a set to someone. I'll show you some other cards that I done with this stamp set. I make this one here. I also make this one here as a sympathy card, and I also make this one here. So this is just some of the cards, that beautiful cards that you can make using these gorgeous Dandelion Wishes. So I hope you like this technique, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, bye.